I've always been interested in politics, kind of, and I've also always been committed to making life better for people. Born in Felixstowe in 1964, and I went to school here, local schools, and then went off to uni. I travelled a lot. I came back, worked at the leisure centre, worked at the yeast factory. I went off and worked in English teaching in Eastern Europe, and then in international development. I worked for VSO as a country director. Got a lot of management experience there. 5 years ago, myself and my family moved back to Felixstowe, and it's a great place to have a young family. I've worked at the job centre. I've worked for the Suffolk Befriending Scheme. Worked recently for Ormiston Children's Trust, which is based in Ipswich, as a volunteer manager, and I've very recently started working at Felixstowe Academy. So I've got a real broad range of experience locally as well as internationally and in other places. And in the last couple of years I've also been involved in community groups. I've been a parent governor, I've been on the PTA of a local school, and I set up a community swimming group called Swimscapes last year, which has been really popular. Our main priority as the Liberal Democrats for Felixstowe is education. The Liberal Democrats at the county have had an improvement plan for education that we would be wanting to introduce. We think we need to invest more in schools, to listen to teachers, to support them. Initiatives like Book Start and Beacon Schools were Liberal Democrat initiatives, and the last time that we were involved in governing the county, Suffolk school results were in the top tier of GCSE results and other results. And they're now, over the last few years, they've slipped dramatically, and they're now down in the bottom quarter, I believe, or if not more, if not lower than that. And that's a real concern, and I think we need to address that. I've worked in education in various ways, and I think I would be able to get to grips with the situation, to listen to teachers and to understand how education works, and to be willing to invest in the future, which is our children. We're very concerned at the outsourcing, effective privatisation of local health facilities. We've seen the Bartlett has gone to residential use. Our community health is being operated now by Serco, which is a multinational private company. And we're very concerned that the scrutiny of developments such as this has not been what it should at the county level. So there used to be 8 scrutiny committees. It sounds a bit technical, but this is where decisions and proposals are really analysed and considered for what effect they're going to have. And that has been reduced from 8 to 1 scrutiny committee. And we believe that is partly the reason why decisions have been made which appear to be fairly detrimental to the local services. And also, I'm very concerned that people aren't aware that these changes are taking place. And it's another thing that I would like to do, is to spread information, to involve local people more in the decisions that are being made that affect their lives. We've got a brilliant port in Felixstowe, but I don't think that Felixstowe should depend so much on it. I think that we need to support it, but also involve it in the rest of the town, and look to diversify our economy. I think we do have a real potential as a resort that we're only realising a small part of that potential. But we've got a lovely climate, beautiful spa gardens here. But for example, in my experience, it's a great place for sports: swimming, kiteboarding, windsurfing, kayaking, and we could be developing our resort far more energetically. And the councils at all levels should be seen to get behind that, because that will bring in and encourage business to invest. The Liberal Democrats have supported an introduction of 20 and 30 mile an hour limits around the county, which have been shown to reduce accidents. Unfortunately, that has now seems to be backtracking slightly, and the Conservatives have said that they're not going to extend 20 mile an hour speed limits, although these are proven to save lives. Another area that I'm concerned about is the representation. We've got town council, district council, county council. They are all under complete control of one party, and I don't think that's healthy, and it doesn't really represent the views of our area. I think that we need more compromise and more collaboration among local politicians, so they think about what's best for their constituents. So I will be only elected as a county councillor. I won't have 2 or 3 hats on as a district and town council as well, just a county councillor, and I will make sure that I am really on the side of Felixstowe. I won't have any conflict of interest. Also, the Lib Dems don't have a party whip, so we are able to vote with what we really believe in and what's best for our constituents.